Blessed love, this is LUCIANO Jah Messenjah and you're watching CUTV Montreal for one and all. Blessed.
So here we are with CUTV at the Montreal International Reggae Festival. This is the 11th year that the Reggae Festival is being hosted in the Old Port. And we're here tonight to interview Mr. Luciano. There's a lot of wicked food vendors and clothing vendors here tonight, and we're going to take a look around. Thank you so much for the performance tonight.
Yeah, man, it was a presentation, man, and a half, man. I felt it. I'm a voice chopping. Because even, you know, I'm not been eating too much bulk food and too much cooked food either.
Okay.
Yeah, I find that when you put too much food in your body, you have to work too hard to get it out, you know?
You gotta keep it light.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You have to eat like the birds out there, man. Study the birds.
And you've been flying all around the world
man.
recently. I'm wondering, you talked about so much on stage tonight, and one of the things you were talking about was your new home in Gambia. We're a community and campus station, and I'm wondering how your sense of community has changed, kind of relocating. Well,
honestly, it's not changed, you know. I've always had a universal mind towards living, because I believe that Jah has given I dominion to have a place or a compound everywhere where we have family and loved ones, and you know, once I have the money and I have the opportunity, I can get it, I just take it. Because to me, you're supposed to have place everywhere, man. You know, fees of people just have tied on one place.
Some people forget Africa. Don't want to go back to Gaza. What is
So I don't necessarily believe that, you know, when people force you to live in a one kind of lifestyle, it narrows the mind and make you don't think wide. You have to think wide and travel. One time, you know, I travel when there's no plane or there's no transportation, or you don't have the money. But you try and make the money, you know. And the greatest thing of that is not even the money that make you travel, is when you create yourself, make yourself become like a purpose that people need. So you can pay them, they request you. Sometimes it's for a workshop or just for a seminar or just for a guest appearance, or you know, sometimes on a big stage show. I'm telling you, the first time when I went to Gambia, Brother Mikey General and I, we went there. It was like a pilgrimage. We didn't go to perform, we just go there and go to the villages and spend some time and eat some fundenyabi and all them thing there. Some African food, you know.
You talked before about the frustration of trying to go to Ethiopia and you couldn't get a visa.
Yeah, that was terrible, man. So it kind of shook me up, because at one time I tried to see if I could make settlement in Ethiopia. And I tried it. Because it's nice there and it's cool and it's a spiritual country. But I think the government is not so keen on seeing Rastafari running in upon them, you know. And I love to fling you out if they could do it, may I tell you. How can I Ethiopian people and mighty people like that sit back and make something like that change and them not demonstrate on Black Road and burn down to a bridge or something? You're mad, man. I'm not really inciting violence, but certain things are right. You can't go in a country and change an important, a landmark of a country that His Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie has done such a great work in the history, not of just for Africa, but for the world itself. Because when he went to Geneva and made a speech about, just before Hitler started out his war, he went and told him about what was going on in Africa, because sometimes the Italians would go over and there was a terrible battle in Eritrea. And you know, the history is a very bitter one sometimes when you look at it. So His Majesty really went to a blessed love. You take care, my dear. Jesus Christ. Sorry about it. It's a fan saying bye. Fan saying bye. Yes, as I was saying. So, but when you go through all of that and see that His Majesty stood the test of time, and he is dear as an emblem for I and I, as Rastafari. We see His Majesty as an icon and who represent. Upon this day of our Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey, we have to talk about these things.
Yeah. Well, we hear you loud and clear here.
Thank you, darling. So, yeah. You're doing a great work. We have to give thanks to our journalists and radio personalities and people who pay a keen interest in these things, because we need that. Sometimes we're like voices in the wilderness if you don't have people to really carry the message far and wide. You know?
Well, honestly, it's your message that we're carrying, and we're thankful for that.
Everyone, all my friends. God bless all my friends and family. Third time of Israel, Nova Shantan and Reggae. Ethiopian World Federation, Ethiopian